All right, here are the problems that we did not get to last night on that worksheet. The first one I'm going to do is x squared plus 4x plus 1. I'm not going to factor it because 1 times 1 is 1, and I can't think of two numbers that multiply to 1 and add to 4. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is the quadratic formula. So I always write it down like this. Oops. Like that. All right. Now you have to memorize this thing, and it looks like this. And this helps you fill in the parentheses. A is 1. B is 4, and C is 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the first parentheses, this is a 4, it's a B, another B, A, C, A. All right. In my calculator, I'm just going to type in this. 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 with the parentheses. When you do that, you get 12. So, turns into, this is negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 12, and this is a 2. Now, I'm going to look at this. We have to clean this up. 12 is not a perfect square, so we need to clean up the square root. And I know that 12 is 4 times 3. And I use that because the square root of 4 is 2. Now, I'm not sure how picky she is about reducing, but I am going to reduce this. And what you do is you're going to go negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2 plus or minus. Then I'm going to do 2 divided by 2 is 1. So there's just a square root of 3. So those are your two answers. One answer is negative 2 plus the square root of 3, and the other answer is negative 2 minus the square root of 3. All right. Here is another one where if I can't think of two numbers that multiply to 19 and add to 8. If I did know that, I would factor it, but I don't. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula. I'm going to write out the shell. And then I'm going to fill in the blanks. A is 1, B is 8, and C is 19. B, A, C, A. All right. Graphing calculator here, and what I'm going to do is type in this part here. So 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 19 is negative 12. So this turns into, that's not what I wanted to do. This turns into negative 8 plus or minus the square root of negative 12 over 2. Now remember, when you have a square root that's a negative, you're going to take the negative out and make it an I, like that. And then we've got this guy to deal with, and I know that I can rewrite the square root of 12 as this, because that's what we did. The square root of 12 is 2 times the square root of 3. So I'm going to say negative 8 plus or minus 2i square root of 3 divided by 2. Now I reduce, just like we did here. So I'm going to say negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I've got negative 4 plus I root 3 and negative 4 minus I root 3, but she should be fine with this. I'm going to make a different video for the next ones.